Hey everyone, welcome to Sam's Sports Corner episode 57. Alright, we got a lot to talk about this week. A lot of big things, a lot of exciting things happened in all of the sports world. We're going to start off though because the College Football Playoff Committee doesn't give their first rankings until week 9, and we're only through week 6. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you guys my current college football playoff projections. It's going to be Bama at number 1, Notre Dame at number 2, Clemson at number 3, and I'm going to give you a dark horse at number 4 because I think Ohio State's going to get beat. They're going to lose a game this year. I don't know to who yet. Maybe Michigan or Michigan State or somebody's going to pull an upset. It's going to be West Virginia. They got a tough road ahead with Texas coming up, but I really think they're a good team, and I think they can pull it off. We'll update this as the season goes on, but for right now, that's my way too early college football playoff rankings. Bama, Notre Dame, Clemson, West Virginia. Also, really, West Virginia's in there because I really like hearing West Virginia at the end of their games. I think it's awesome. All right, next, NFL. This week, the Bears are an eternal lock. Levy the house, put all your money on the Bears. They have 18 sacks this season through 4 games. That's more than anyone else in the NFL, and they've done it in 4 games versus 5 because they had their bye week already. And they're going up against the Dolphins. And the Dolphins have 3 offensive linemen who are going to be out this game. So it's not about whether or not Ryan Tannehill is going to have time to throw the ball. It's really going to be whether or not Ryan Tannehill ends up in the hospital or dead or in a coma or whatever the case may be. Because I project him getting sacked 4 times, probably 2 interceptions. He's going to get absolutely massacred, and I love it. It is great. Bears football, the Monsters of Midway are back, and we're about to take it all the way out on the Dolphins. Next, something we haven't really talked about much. We're going to get into a little bit of hockey. I was super bummed when the season started because I thought the Blackhawks were going to be terrible. We made almost no off-season moves. We have $5.4 million in cap space we didn't do anything with, and we missed the playoffs last year. Why would we be better? We're in first place in the Central Division right now. I am full-blown in. No half-ass HIV. I'm talking AIDS. Full-blown, all the way in. I'm ready to get hurt again by the Blackhawks. I'm all the way in, and I'm here for them to lose me. We have 2 of the top 4 goal scorers in the league right now with Jonathan Toews and Patrick Kane. And honestly, I think the long offseason, not making the playoffs, did us some good. Talk about a stretch of 5 years where they went to the Stanley Cup and won 3 times, made it to the division championship the 2 years that they didn't win it, the Olympics, All-Star, everything. I think they were just tired. And this long offseason gave them a chance to rest, and our stars, Duncan Keith, Brent Seabrook, Patrick Kane, Jonathan Toews, they're all going to be back in a huge way, and the Blackhawks are going all the way again. I'm calling it Stanley Cup right now. Let them hurt me, God. Let it happen. And the last thing we're going to talk about this week is something I don't think we've ever talked about on the show before, and that is UFC. At Fight 229, Derek Lewis, an American fighter, fought an Alexander Volkov, Russian fighter. Knocked his ass out. It was electric. But that wasn't what was so great. What was so great was his candid responses in the interview. They asked him why he took his shorts off. My balls were hot. They asked him what he was going to do when he got home, and he said he was going to throw his wife's legs in the air. Awesome. It's awesome. But the best part came when they were talking about where his energy came from in the fight to come from behind like that, because he was losing up until the point where he knocked that Russian piece of shit out. And he said, and I do quote this, I quote, he said, Trump called me a few hours before the fight and told me to knock that Russian motherfucker out. Him and Putin been on the TV making me look bad. USA in this hoe. I don't know if a greater sentence has ever been uttered by an American athlete, but that is absolutely beautiful. I can't even describe. A bald eagle should have flown by in the background, screeching as God Bless the USA played. It was the most electric man in sports right now. He defeated communism and Putin just that fast. Same as Rocky Balboa did in the 80s. Derek Lewis is doing it now. Punching out the lights of Russia, and Putin's defeated. He's sitting at home crying into, I don't know, bear soup or whatever those scumbags eat, because Derek Lewis is an absolute stud, and I cannot wait to watch him in the title fight in November. It's going to be big, and everyone in America needs to be pulling for Derek Lewis. Red, white, blue hat, headbands, shirts, everything. They need to make American flag shirt with Derek Lewis, just his face, just right there. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Y'all tell me if you want that shirt. We'll see if we can get it done up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this week of sports. I did, and I hope to see you again next week.